While most of us tuned in to the Democratic National Convention, a disgruntled Donald Trump hosted yet another meltdown of a presser in Pennsylvania. And if you can believe it, this one may have been equally as bad as last weekend's rally he just held in Pennsylvania, a state he is seemingly trying to lose by as many votes as possible. So, to kick us off, here is Donald Trump incoherently rambling about liquid tar.
By tar, it's not really, it's tar. And you know where we refine it? At a factory. Only one factory in the world can do it because of the nature of it. It's tar. It's not good stuff.
I don't think that will win over undecided voters. Neither will going on an indecipherable rant about electronics, which is exactly what Donald Trump did shortly after.
We're going to bring up electronics, too. Electronics, we buy everything away. When you see the sophistication of the product I just saw at this place, electronics is peanuts by comparison.
I can only imagine independent voters were sitting at home during that speech thinking, gee, I wasn't so sure about him while he was talking about tar, but after hearing him ramble about electronics, this guy definitely has my vote. But seriously, Trump was so shook during this press conference that he started once again desperately explaining to reporters why he and J.D. Vance aren't weird.
I wonder if they knew where she comes from, where she came from, what her ideology is, but you could see it a little bit by this whack job. You know, he said, we're weird. That J.D. and I are weird. I think we're extremely normal people. Like you, exactly like... He's weird.
That weird branding just may have won Kamala Harris and Tim Walz the election. I mean, it's all Donald Trump seems to care about, convincing his base that he isn't actually weird. Oh yeah, he also cares about reminding women that he overturned Roe v. Wade, which apparently he has no regrets about.
Everybody wanted to do this for 52 years, and I got it done. And we should never be in the federal government. The federal government should have nothing to do with this issue. And it's being solved at a state level, and people are very happy about it.
So no regrets?
No regrets, no. I wouldn't have regrets.
Doubling down on the least popular political position in American history is definitely one way to try to tip the scales in your party's favor. So is accusing Kamala Harris's running mate of being a Chinese Communist Party plant. But alas, leave it to James Comer on Fox News to do exactly that.
China thinks long term. It's very possible that China would be grooming an up-and-coming rising star in the political process to try to have a foothold in our government. I mean, they've done this in the military. We've caught them with spy rings in our universities. This is how China operates. They think long-term. And again, I can't say this enough. When you look at Hunter Biden's ties with Communist China, it was for money. It looks like Waltz's ties may be for ideology, and this is something that we should be concerned about, and we're trying to gather as much information as we can, as quick as we can, to present to the American people.
Good luck with that, bro. Instead of debating policy or platform, which Republicans know they'll lose on, they're actually going with the he's a communist tactic in a last-ditch effort to try to turn the race around, and it seems like the Republican Party at large has been given their marching orders to continue this bizarre line of messaging, because here is MAGA Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin trying and failing once more to link Tim Walz to the CCP.
The House is going to investigate it now. It's very strange. You know, he got married on the anniversary of Tiananmen Square. He's gone to China. He's taught in China. He's got deep connections to China.
Yeah, I'm sure Walz, a public school teacher and football coach, was thinking about Tiananmen Square as he was reading his wedding vows. I mean, doesn't this show you how destined for defeat Republicans are? They haven't come up with a single way to combat the Harris-Walz surge. It's now been over a month since she joined the ticket, and all they've got is accusing her running mate of being a Chinese spy. But obviously, that's not working, and the Harris-Walz surge just keeps on multiplying. Here was a fired-up moment of the crowd at the DNC chanting USA, USA, USA. Let's be real, chants like that only happened at MAGA rallies, but not anymore. The Democrats are now the pro-America party, just 77 days until the election, and we've finally reclaimed the Patriot brand and taken it back from the grips of Donald Trump. Let's keep it that way. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode of the Gen Z Perspective. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the show and give us a 5-star review on Apple, because as you can see, the MAGA lunatics have bombarded the podcast with 0-star reviews. I think we're worth a little more than that, but I also think it shows you how terrified they are of our generation. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time on the Gen Z Perspective. The Gen Z Perspectives theme song was created and produced by Pokari.